Hello, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day today. My name is Steve. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today, I'm going to be reacting to a place called Thanet Earth. This is the largest greenhouse complex in the UK. I don't really know how large this is, but I've been told it is very, very impressive and that I absolutely must check this place out. I did a reaction to a place called the Eden Project the other day, and that was the largest indoor rainforest in the world. So obviously that was a very huge greenhouse as well. But from what I understand, this greenhouse is a bit different because this is actually a greenhouse for edible plants. Supposedly this is a place that grows tomatoes and things like that for the stores in the UK. Beyond that, I really don't know much of anything about this. But anyways, guys, I have 3 different clips here pulled up. The first one is going to be a visit from a news reporter. I guess this was in 2009. Most of the videos about Thanet Earth seem to be a little bit older, but I did find a second video that was from a drone channel, and I think that'd be kind of cool. If this is the largest greenhouse in the UK, I'm guessing it would be pretty cool to see it from above. So that would be the second video, and then the third video is just a little video clip from Thanet Earth themselves and their YouTube channel, which they only had 3 videos on their YouTube channels, and all of them were from quite a while ago. But I thought it'd be really interesting, and I'd probably learn a bit more about this place from the company itself. I also found they do have a website. I haven't checked out their website, but I've got it pulled up. So in case I feel like I want to learn a little bit more about it, I might check out the website as well at the end after I check out these other clips. But anyways, guys, enough rambling from me. Let's just go ahead and dive in and check out Thanet Earth.
Anyone who's driven down the Thanet Way in the last 12 months couldn't help but notice one of the biggest production areas in the UK. It is Thanet Earth, covering over 220 acres of land.
220 acres?
7 of the largest glass houses here in the country. 3 already established, one producing 2.5 million tomatoes every week. It's good news apparently for the environment. Someone who should know is Secretary of State for the Environment, Hilary Benn.
We can't take food for granted in the way that we have in the past.
Hold up. 2.5 million tomatoes a week grown in these greenhouses? Wow. Okay, that's impressive. 220 acres. Okay, that is much, much larger than I ever imagined this place being. Wow, I was thinking, I don't know, 5 acres or 10 acres. Okay, that is massive. Wow.
Given that we're going to have to feed another 2.5 to 3 billion people in the next 40 to 50 years, and to do that production sustainably is going to be a big challenge. And we're pretty food secure in the UK. We're about 60% self-sufficient overall.
That's pretty impressive.
There's some things we have to import. We also export a lot of food. But the big challenge in the future is going to be to increase production. I want British agriculture to produce as much as possible, but do it in a way that takes account of climate change. And we are going to have to think about the way in which we use water in particular. And that's why I've come to Thanet Earth this morning, because it's very, very impressive here to see the way in which they're growing tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, and doing so using a lot less water than traditional ways of growing. So here's a living, breathing example of how we can get food production up, but do it in a way that is sustainable.
Mr. Benn, obviously your major concern is war on waste. With all this being produced here at Thanet Earth, surely it's a slight contradiction in terms, isn't it, with all the produce that could indeed go to waste?
Well, there's no waste going on here. This is a very efficient production system that's good for the environment because it uses a lot less water than other production techniques, a lot less pesticides, and it enables the crops to be grown year-round. They've also got their own, in effect, power station here, which is generating electricity for local homes. And Thanet Earth is using the CO2, which helps the plants to grow, and it's using the surplus heat, which helps to regulate the temperature and keeps the greenhouses warm when they need to be heated. So it seems to me a really effective way of showing how you can grow things sustainably, helping to reduce carbon emissions, but giving us the choice that we want when we go shopping.
The minister's visit came on the day that he had published the country's first food security assessment,
Look how big that is.
Thanet Earth's claim of being the greenest commercial grower of tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers in the UK. But what was the deciding factor of bringing such a project to this area of
Kent in the first place. Judy Whittaker is from the marketing company behind it.
So far, for the 3 greenhouses that we've constructed, and we've got planning permission for 7, we've created around 450 jobs in an area which really needs that sort of employment. So we think it's extremely good news for Thanet. We know that we can now produce British-grown vegetables, British-grown tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers, which are going into the supermarkets of the southeast. We're keeping it regional, it's British agriculture, and every bit that's produced here is a little bit less that we need to import.
What is already an impressive organisation is set to expand hugely over the next few years, making the project even harder to ignore and hopefully bringing with it more jobs, fresh produce and a stronger economy to this area of northeast Kent. Julie Maddox at Thanet Earth for Your Kent TV.
Wow. We're going to go to the second clip in just a second, guys, but this is amazing. Look at this place. It's so impressive. Okay. There's no way there is 220 acres of greenhouse. Okay, she said there was 3 greenhouses. They have the permission to grow to build 4 more, I believe, to build 7 total. This was in 2009, so I'm curious, did they do that? And so obviously it was 220 acres of land. So that's obviously not the amount of greenhouse space that they had, at least at this point. I'm really curious, how much greenhouse space do they actually have here? I can tell it's massive, though. You could look how big these greenhouses are. I'm curious, are they doing aeroponics here or hydroponics? I actually have experience with both. I really enjoy aeroponics more than hydroponics. For people that don't know, hydroponics is where basically the roots are basically growing into a water solution, a nutrient solution. And basically you would have to check the pH and, the nutrients that are in the water and whatnot. Very efficient ways to grow food, very efficient ways to grow plants in general. I absolutely love greenhouses. Anyways, guys, this is really impressive from what I've seen so far. Let's go ahead and dive in and check out the drone clip. Oh, wow. Thanet Earth, the huge industrial agriculture glasshouse plant in Thanet, Kent. Oh my goodness. Look at this place. It began food production in 2008 and currently covers an area of some 90 acres. Wow. That is incredible. Okay, I have to pause it for a second to take this in. Wow. I love this, man. I love traditional farming as well. I love just agriculture in general, man. I love plants. Like I said, in plenty of videos, I've always enjoyed plants. I've been a landscaper at one point, and I've been involved in growing food since I was little with my grandparents and whatnot. I don't really have the space right now to grow the amount of food that I want, but I do grow, some tomatoes and stuff like that with the limited space I have where I currently live. Dude, I love this, dude. And I just love it because I know this food system produces really clean food. You don't have to spray as much pesticides and whatnot on this type of on greenhouse grown crops. And obviously in the UK, where you do have winters, unlike, in more southern areas, you're able to produce a lot of I think these were mostly salad crops. I don't know exactly what all's grown here. I know tomatoes are. You're able to produce those year round, through the winter. You're able to use these greenhouses, and that's phenomenal. Look at this place, though. Man, that is incredible. Probably not going to watch this whole clip here because it's fairly long, but just want to see a little bit longer of this. Dude, it's beautiful, man. Like it's the site produced approximately 400 million tomatoes, 24 million peppers, and 30 million cucumbers a year. Oh, that's amazing, man. Wow. I've never looked at one of these commercial crop growing site or agricultural sites like this, a greenhouse version. Their main customers are Sawdust, Sainsbury. So it sounds like a lot of you, when you get tomatoes, bell peppers, or cucumbers, you probably are, if you're in the UK, there's a very good chance they come from Thanet Earth. That's pretty awesome. Look at that, dude. That is phenomenal, man. What a really cool looking building in general, man. This is massive, man. I'd love to know, like I said, I know a bit about hydroponics and aeroponics and how all that stuff works. But I'd really like to understand exactly how this entire system operates. Like what is all of this right here? I understand a bit of it. It's got to be either aeroponics or hydroponics. I'm not sure which. I don't think they said on the previous video. But anyways, guys, like I said, I have one other clip to pull up, and that is from Thanet Earth themselves. So let's go ahead and check that out and maybe learn a little bit more about how this operates. Wow, that is incredible, man. 7 greenhouses. Wow. I think this might have been when they were just getting started, what we're seeing here. I think maybe. Wow. Oh man, that's incredible, dude. Look how large these greenhouses are. Tomatoes all year round. Cucumbers from March to November. So they aren't growing cucumbers in the winter. That's interesting. Peppers from March to November. Interesting. If anyone knows why they're not growing these plants, only tomatoes during the winter, if anyone knows why, let me know in the comments. Wow. I don't think they're not doing aeroponics. Those plants were in soil. Recycling our water. Well, this is definitely not when they first got started. Look how large those plants are. Using good bugs to deal with the bad bugs. Got some ladybugs in there, I'm sure. Tube bringing carbon dioxide to help plants grow. I was wondering, I knew they had to be feeding them in the air as well. Bees to pollinate. Computer controlled technology. Picking up 2.5 weekly temperatures every week. That's pretty cool, man. And they're so clean, you don't even need to wash them, you know what I mean? That's one of the amazing things about it as well. You don't even really have to wash produce like this because they're probably using gloves. I think we did see them using gloves to pick these. So, and they're not getting sprayed. They're just, I don't think they're getting sprayed. I can't imagine they are. Picking up to 750,000 peppers each week in production. Wow, look at that. Okay, yeah, you might want to watch them, but still very, very clean. Look at those those cucumbers. Those look like, are those English cucumbers? Those are like, I think those are my favorite cucumber. So it's just tomato, cucumbers, and bell peppers. Farming for the future. Wow. This place is impressive, guys. I'm glad you guys told me about this place. I'm very interested in this type of thing. If I lived in the UK, this is a place that I would be interested in getting a job. I would absolutely enjoy working somewhere like this because I love plants. I love working with, whether it's edible plants or just, plants for decoration. I just enjoy plants. I always have for some reason. I think I got that from my grandparents. But I want to take a quick look at their website, see if I see anything, that I haven't learned here. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, guys, this is their website. So this started back in 2005, the idea for it. Wanted to do something to reverse a worrying decline in the amount of protected salad vegetables grown in the UK. Taking a bigger share of the UK. Okay, so they wanted to basically bring the food production back home. And a lot of it is because of winter, I believe. You know, that's why a lot of the salad vegetables were coming from Spain, because they had longer growing seasons. It's interesting that it doesn't seem like they grow greens here, at least from what I could tell so far. Yeah, it sounds like this is a really, really big employer for the area of Kent, England. Let me know in the comments if any of you actually work here or have worked here before. How'd you enjoy it? Did you like this company? Did you like working for this company and doing this job? I have a feeling, like I said, I have a feeling that I would really enjoy working somewhere like this. It's very, very unique. It's very interesting, and just working around the plants in a structure like this would just be a really amazing place. It'd be really cool to work somewhere like this. The harvest of cucumbers from greenhouse fitted with grow lights. Oh, okay. They're using grow lights as well. All right. Look at those tomatoes, man. Beautiful. 3 of our 6 glass houses are dedicated this much love. Oh, wow. So 3 full glass houses of tomatoes. And they're usually sold on the vine. Yeah. Each greenhouse is a different mix of varieties. So they don't grow any like beefsteak tomatoes or any huge tomatoes. It looks like they're more of the cherry variety of some sort. And planting the new baby plants between the older plants so they can grow up ready to take over production. That's a great idea. I was wondering if they were like just switching out different areas or whatever, but they're just basically growing in the whole greenhouse. They're just introducing baby tomatoes when the fully grown tomatoes are about ready. Their life cycle is almost ended. Tomato vine reached some 15 meters of length in our greenhouse. Wow. Harvest around 400 million tomatoes a year in a greenhouse space that would fit more than 25 football pitch. Wow. That's impressive, man. Okay, there's some like chili peppers, and they have the bell peppers. Mini peppers. I never liked the mini peppers, like the mini bell peppers. That just wasn't something my daughter really enjoys snacking on those. I like bell peppers though. Cucumbers, one of my favorites. They just do the one variety. They're carefully cultivated to produce the freshest, most flavorful taste. We had the longest growing season in the country due to our lit production over the winter months. I didn't think they did the winter months. I thought it was March to November. It's pretty cool, man. This is really helping you guys produce more of these types of crops throughout the year, so you don't have to like import as many. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Hydroponics. I thought it probably was hydroponics, but I don't get yields. But the crops we grow have to deliver our flavor and taste. For us to deliver that consistent quality, it doesn't do to leave things to chance. Yeah, so they can, with hydroponics, they can control the exact nutrient ratios within the water, and it makes it much easier to control the exact flavor of the plant. So I understand what they're saying there. Growers control every aspect of the greenhouse environment. Growing in soil is a thing of the past for Thanet Earth. That's awesome. Like I said, I absolutely love hydroponics, but I prefer aeroponics. Aeroponics is even a better way to grow these types of plants, in my opinion. It'd be interesting if they would one day possibly experiment with that in one of their greenhouses to see the difference in how that goes. Roots of our plants grow in a block of fiber. The plants are then watered with the dropper that includes natural nutrients to aid their growth. Control system offers much better. Okay, so it's a slightly different version of hydroponics than I was thinking of. But I have seen this version of hydroponics, but I was thinking it was a slightly different version than I was thinking of. Control the system offers much better than with soil. Uses less water, less nutrients. The fiber blocks are very light and cycle, so it's much more environmentally friendly too. With an aeroponic system, you would basically have the same sort of thing, but instead of any sort of a like a fiber block like they're talking about here, you would literally have your plants suspended in air, basically, and the roots would hang down and into some sort of void, into a pipe or a vat of some sort. And you have these misters that pump this nutrient water solution into these misters, and it would spray the plant roots, and then the excess water drains back into the vat of the nutrient solution and continues being pumped 24 hours a day. The roots are never sitting in any sort of, soil, water, anything like that. You're less likely to have root rot with a situation like that because the airs are always going, the roots are always going to air dry in a way, not fully because you're always going to have a mist, but they're not just sitting in a vat of water like a lot of hydroponics are. But really enjoy that, seeing plants growing that way. And usually you'll have the plant sitting inside of a little plastic cup with a neoprene collar that holds the plant in place in this cup as the roots grow down. But anyways, guys, I really enjoy that type of thing. If anybody watching this in the Kent area, it says right here they're hiring. So if you're interested in this type of job, maybe come to their website and apply. But anyways, guys, this is incredible. I don't want to make this video any longer. It's probably getting on up there. So, awesome, guys. Love this type of content. Please feel free to recommend other things such as this. It doesn't have to be in the agriculture or the space, genre. But I do enjoy this topic. If you have anything to recommend, please do so in the comments below. But thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow me on my journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Until next time, guys, peace.